Yes, good evening. This is the free live stream of the challenge match between Robbie Capito and Mohammad Soufi. I'm joined in the commentary booth with Tim de Ruiter.
Hi guys and ladies,
Oh,
of course.
yeah. Yeah, just a little practice. Started at 8 after our signal. This is a show match uh, prior to the start of the 6th Stella Artois Open here in Ostend, Belgium. This year's Stella Artois Open is presented by Predator Q's
And the klokken.
and the Klokken,
Yeah.
as usual. The Klokken. Yeah, so we were just explaining, we had an interruption. This is the match prior to the start of the tournament. Tournament starts tomorrow with a World Championship 8-ball qualifier. Starting at 9:30, I heard.
Yeah, 9:30 tomorrow morning. World 8-ball qualifier. Very interesting field we have here, of course, with Mohammad Soufi just finishing as
Yeah.
runner-up in the World 9-ball Championship. So
Yeah. And I know Robbie Capito from the Predator Pro Billiard Series, where he had a good run, I think, in which one was it?
Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan.
I think it was Michigan.
Was it the final?
Final, yeah. He played Aloysius Japp in the final.
Okay, we're back. Just had a interruption in the network here in the Klokken. Hope this will work better. We're gonna start soon. So, what's your prediction, Tim?
Well, it's tough to say, of course, with two good players, but yeah, obviously most of the people are choosing Mohammad Soufi in this case,
Yeah.
just because his latest result was the final of the World Championship, so
Mhm.
that makes you a favorite, I would say. But on the other side, Robbie travels a lot, plays a lot, so he's in stroke.
Yeah.
So this could be a lot closer than most of the people would expect.
So,
So yeah, I would say Mohammad
if you
Soufi.
had to
Yeah,
take a winner,
yeah, Mohammad Soufi probably. I think it would be like 21-15.
21-15. Okay.
That's my guess.
Yeah. Now let's see. Oh. It's giving them a signal that we can start. Okay, here we go. Yeah, a little bit too quick, but it was obvious who was able to start.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so playing race to 21 9-ball high rack. So the 9-ball is racked on the spot.
Mm-hmm. 3-point rule,
3-point rule.
I guess. Yeah.
And winner break, as far as I know. Unless they changed it. You never know, because the players can always
Yeah.
change, of course. If they both don't like it, then they change. So Mohammad Soufi, more of a shooter, bang bang kind of style.
That's what created some fans during the World Championship for this style of play.
Yeah, plays very fast, very flashy. Chose to play the safety in this case. Didn't want to cut the 2-ball. Good safety. Puts the pressure on Robbie Capito. Opting to go for the jump cue. I think it's a good choice because the table is so... Yeah, there's so much space around the table. So if you kick at this, most likely to leave your opponent a shot. So he's probably going to hit the right side, banking the 2 to the 9 and the 4 and bring the cue ball up to the 8.
Not sure. Oh, he's trying to dislock the bottom part of his jump cue.
The other option is if he wants to go aggressive, he can go for the bank with the 5-ball in front of the side pocket. Makes a big pocket. Ooh. Wow, that's a pretty sick shot to start with. First shot of the match.
The replay is not working at the moment, so no replay yet.
Yeah, well,
If you're watching YouTube, you can always scroll back yourself.
yeah, it would be a good start for Robbie if he can capitalize on that great jump bank.
Capitalize, huh?
Capitalize, yeah. Yeah, looking pretty comfortable. He's playing pretty fast.
Yeah.
Usually he plays a little bit slower, so shows that he's already comfortable in this setup.
Gets the first rack on the board. Do you know when the draw will be done for the groups for tomorrow?
The groups for tomorrow, the evening group for the main tournament, not the World 8 Ball.
Yeah, yeah.
The main tournament, I heard it will be done tomorrow around 4.
Oh, okay.
And how do I know that? Well, I'm playing in that group, so I wanted to be sure I would see the draw. So, let's see Robbie's break. Breaks a little bit harder, I think, than Mohammad.
Let's see.
Okay, pretty controlled. Not really that that hard.
No, no.
So more smooth.
Has a good position on the 2. Not sure if the 6 and 4 are lined up as a combination.
Well, what I do like, I'm just not sure if he can get there. It looks like the 3-9 combination is a pretty good option if he can get on the left side. Yeah, he looks pretty straight on this too. It's tough to get at least up to the side pocket. Maybe he can draw into the long rail. And okay, he opted for the 3-4 combination. Yeah, good combination shot on the 3-4, nicely controlled, and from here, nice open layout to make it 2-0. having a little problem here with the internet connection, so they're gonna update the score in a little second when the tablet helps us a little bit better. So looking pretty good. Got quite close to the side pocket though, so he's not really tuned in with the table speed. But should be okay going forward. So we managed to update the score. 1-0 and now 2-0. Good start from Robbie. I think that's the strongest thing, the main thing he has to do in this match, because if you give Soufi a couple chances, he's the guy that might make 7, 8, 9 runouts.
Yes.
So if you can keep him under pressure, then you can really make a good match out of this.
Trying to solve some problems with the Wi-Fi connection here.
So let's see if he's only trying to make the one in the side and not make the 2 ball, the wing ball. Some players like to make both of them. Oh, that 9 ball, that 9 ball. 9 on the break, straight in the side. 3-0 and a little fortunate roll.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't show the replay, but I think he got kicked in.
Yeah, the cue
Was
ball,
not straight in.
cue ball
Yeah.
in the long rail came out and kissed it straight in the side. Yeah, it did hit the break a little bit thin though. So he's lucky that he made the 9 ball, but he knows that it was not really a high quality break, so we'll look to go for a little thicker contact on the 1. Yeah, better break and making 2 balls, and that 2 ball stayed up very nicely. Yeah, and that 2 ball stayed up very nicely. If he is able to cut the 2 in and maybe run into the 8 ball very soft, he does have a 4-9 combination again.
Oh. Hitting that 8 made the path of the cue ball obviously different. Now he has a long straight in, almost straight in 4 to the left corner pocket.
Yeah, he might be able to make it in the top left corner and stun the cue ball to the long rail and back out just to the center of the table. Take the cut on the 5.
Nicely done.
Well,
But he has a difficult 5. Looking at the
yeah, this is a nervy shot.
cut in the right corner. top pocket.
Main thing is if he just makes this and lands the cue ball in between the side pocket and the 6.
Overcut it.
And he scratched. So first opportunity for Soufi after the break. Played the safety and jump bank from Robbie, and now he's 3-0 up. So first goal, get the first game on the board, and does get pretty straight on the 6. Lucky to end up on the rail.
It's not messing about, like we already saw last week at the World Championship. 9-ball.
Yeah, takes the first game. Mohammad Soufi, first game on the board.
Nice view here from the side to see the new installed Predator lights. Yeah, just checking if the score is updated, and as we speak it was updated, so the tablet must be working again.
Nice.
Which means the internet connection was restored.
Nice little break here. A little lucky that the one ball hit the point and came back, because with that speed there was a big chance to have it go to the short rail and having no shot after. Yeah, it's looking for the 1-9 combination because the one ball, or is he looking at the angle? But
yeah, I think he's looking at the tangent line of the cue ball, slightly hitting the 9 after hitting this, making this 1.
well, if he hits the 9, that would be a good thing. Moving the cue ball to the right side of the 2 and having the 2 in the side. Just not really sure. He shot that 9-ball. Did shoot that, well, a little quick. He does play quick, but didn't really aim much.
Yeah.
Did play a safety of mind with the cue ball, but also that did not really work out for him. There's 2 options. He can go for the cut on the 1 and hold the cue ball, but in that case, because of the soft speed, if you miss it, you leave a shot. Or he can choose to purposely play the safety, overcut the 1 ball and bring the cue ball back to the top rail. But it looks like he's going for attack here.
For those who wonder where all the other tables are, well, on this floor, first floor, we have 3 tables. Then on the second floor, we have another 3 tables. And in a different venue close by, like 5 minutes by car, there's another 3 tables, so 9 tables in total. All tables are the dynamic 3 tables, fitted with the new Predator Arcadia cloth.
Yeah, a little different style of tournament. This tournament over here, it's more cozy club and quite some fans as well. So it's a little different to play in.
Yeah, I didn't mention the bar on the ground floor yet.
yeah, that's quite the adventure.
Yeah. But to be fair, this setup is what is so unique to this tournament, and I know for a fact that quite a few players are participating in this tournament just because of this unique atmosphere. And personally, for me, it's also always a nice to come back here, you know, to see the guys who are organizing this, putting a lot of time and effort in painting and setting up the venue here.
Yeah, and they improved the tournament yearly as well. If you
Yeah.
look at, like, the lighting was not great before, and they changed it as well. Yeah, they did it all for this tournament
Yeah.
in the end. So
Well, they changed the light already to now. Sorry, in not the previous one, which was in 2020. I think in 2019 they already changed the lights
oh,
and improved it. But yeah, now with this new Predator arena lights, it's so much improved. And yeah, they would have liked to install three extra lights at the second floor, but unfortunately they were not able to deliver those in time.
did lose the cue ball on the break. Hit the break a little bit thin. And also the 1 and the 6 got together, so we will for sure see a push out here. Yeah, the only option I can see is pushing the cue ball to where his chalk is on the rail, and then take the thin cut on the 1 and bring the cue ball back. I think that's the only really option he has here.
Because if you hit the one ball thin, then the 6 will mostly keep the one on that side of the table. He's playing something else.
Yeah, the same line probably. If he gets where the 3 is the same idea. Oh, he wanted to push the 3 at least in a tougher position. Yeah, I think he has to take this. Not really a very difficult. Can play this a little bit thicker with left spin and go close to the corner pocket and go in between the 6 and the 2 backup table. Oh, he did give it back. So maybe it looks a little bit easier than it is.
One of the local favorites just entered the pool room, Cliff Kastelein. I think his best run was finalist, losing to Serge Das. I think first or second edition. Well, the club members of the Klokken would like to see him go all the way.
Oh, very aggressive and nice shot.
That's a nice shot. I'm
Di-
reluctant.
d-
I'm
doesn't-
reluctant to try the replay.
A little late, but
Yeah.
oh, the speed. The speed. Yeah. Very tough.
Yeah.
Of course, there's two things. Of course, it's unlucky to get behind the 4. On the other side, you can say, well, he should actually not be close to the
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
So,
You mean the line?
yeah, the line, it
Yeah.
could be a little bit shorter, or always make sure you play the same line, but more speed in case you bump the
Yeah.
4. So, small details. It's kicking 2 rails, possibly 3. Nice hit, and we'll need a little luck.
How about this luck?
Yeah, well, that worked.
A little smile from Soufi.
Yeah, because that was not the full pocket as well. That 7 ball was blocking the pocket. Well, it's a big swing too,
Yeah.
because if he leaves an open shot on the 3, then we go 5-1, which is a pretty good lead. So 4-2. It's a different match. Ooh.
Yeah, the balls are sliding in.
Yeah, the tables, they are really slippery at the moment.
So if you're watching through Facebook or YouTube, We are watching the chat, so if you have something you want to share with us, don't hesitate and post something in the chat. I see in Facebook Simone River posted something. No, I don't understand the comment. Sorry.
Ooh. Yeah, a little thick and straight in the side. Yeah, not a great start so far from Soufi. So ball in hand and not really a tough layout at all. Shoot the 3 and the 4 in the same bottom left corner. Maybe getting nice from the 5 to the 6. That could be the biggest challenge, but everything is in the open, so. Now 1 rail towards the 6. Just top spin, maybe a hair off left. Can also choose to go 2 rails to take the long rail as well, if you want to get closer to the 6. Yeah, Robbie's looking pretty comfortable so far.
I must say, when I was working as part of the Kazum team during the Pro Billiard series, that was the first time I saw him like playing really good, and when I was witnessing it, so I didn't know he was playing that strong, and he's proving again that he's a strong player here.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody knows him so far. He has a good technique. So, especially running out the whole time, that's his strongest thing. So, in my eyes, just some tactical stuff, the safeties, small little details that can really make him turn into a big champion.
How did he do at the World Championship? Do you know? Like,
I don't know, to be honest. But we can look it up.
Maybe.
On the background.
So, in the meantime, he takes advantage of this unforced error, making it 5-2.
Yeah, for Soufi, I think the goal is to stay within 2 the whole match.
You just saw the referee Johnny van Rijkel updating the score.
So let's see. Has to watch out to not overcut on the break again. Yeah, a little bit on the thin side, and has fluked a ball in. Not one of the usual suspects. But some more work to do. That 3 and the 7 is tough. If he can stop the cue ball, if he can still make the 1 and leave himself a small angle on the 2, he can go 2 rails into the 3-7. If he is not able to hold the cue ball, he might have to play for a straight position on the 2 and draw back into the 3-7.
Yeah, depending on the angle, he could have go into the 3 and 7 now, right?
Yeah, he chose to leave himself the angle. I like the angle better, especially with when you go 2 rails, you have a big line of coming into the balls.
2 big balls, 7 and the 3 together.
I'll have to force this. Full stun. Oh, looking good. But is it too firm? Yep, too firm, and
No, it's
I don't think he's behind the 8. But makes
No.
a big difference if that 3 ball ends up in front of the side pocket.
yeah.
But in the end, I think he's just happy to
Yeah.
get a look at the 3.
I think he can still make it. It's not easy. And it's also about controlling the cue ball to play position on the 4 ball. So it's not a gimme.
So I see Capito had qualified for the last 64
Mm-hmm.
recently on the World Pool Championships, 9 ball. And then losing to Dennis Grape 11-10. But I heard,
Yeah.
this is also quite surprising that this happened. But I heard that Dennis missed the 9 ball on Hill Hill
Oh.
and then left Robbie a very tough shot, and then he missed that.
Mm.
So that must have been quite disappointing
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah. What you hope is that your opponent's missing when you're playing when it's hill.
Oh.
I'm gonna
wow.
try. I'm gonna try.
No.
Not working.
Well, there it was.
But the transition is lost.
Well,
Lost in translation.
he will need another tough shot though. It's not easy. Good thing is guaranteed on the 7. Whoa! That's a great
the
shot
heart
there.
of the pocket.
Good shot. Quite some good shots so far. Jump bank. Now this jump. He kicked the ball in. Now always the toughest shot in pool. The one after a great shot. But should be okay if he stuns the cue ball to the left. We'll have the 8 in the side. Yeah, struck that one nice. Yeah, and so far, Robbie is looking better than Soufi, so.
Looks like he has the speed more under control than Soufi so far.
Yeah, 6-2.
Yeah, so we've already seen a couple of great shots here in this show match. So the guys are making a
Well,
show.
yeah, they're making a good show so far. Oh, it's good to. Like, of course, you want to see them both at their best, because then it's all fireworks. Well, from Robbie, we're seeing great stuff. From Soufi, it's okay so far, so we'll need to step his game up. Ooh, softer break. And almost made the 8. It hung the corner, so good chance for Soufi to play himself back in this match.
And this rack is, yeah, looks straightforward.
Yeah, the only thing that could be tricky is traveling from 6 to 7, from 7 back down for the 8,
Mhm.
and then getting nicely on the 9. In general, shouldn't really be a problem, but you have to make sure you play the correct positions. You need good speed control. We've seen Soufi make this mistake 2 times already. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, quite a surprise. Well, that's also the risk with playing that fast, is that sometimes you don't really get the chance to focus because then you already struck the cue ball.
Struck that very confident. Forcing the cue ball over to the center of the table.
Yeah, 2 rails. Sometimes playing the extra rail is nice to have a better speed control. I really don't know what he was doing there, but
Looking for his chalk or?
I have no idea. Maybe he just left his chalk on the table or something. So now we'll want to be a little bit straighter so he can really, just like this, play that very nice. Can choose to go 1 rail back down.
Yep.
Or to play around the angles, so stun very firm and go 3 rails to the 8.
Just to go up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a good thing about playing it this way is you always have an angle to go to the 9. If you go around the angles, you can end up straight on the 8, which is not horrible, but also not the best place to be in. So for 7-2. And then slowly I'm starting to worry for Soufi.
Yeah.
Because at some point, if the lead gets too big, then basically it's impossible at some point. It's never impossible, but if the lead gets too big, then... So last break, almost made the wing ball. We'll need a very smooth stroke on this break. And hit that very thin.
Yeah, not happy with the break.
Yeah, so far it's not been breaking great.
No.
So that would be the only thing I would say, hey, make sure you focus on the break a little bit more, because playing wise, he's striking the ball good.
It looked like Soufi was looking at the purple 4 to see which number it was. Could it be that he's a bit confused because of the other balls used at the World Championship?
I mean, it could be, but I would always be the other way around, because all through the year, most of the tournaments are with the purple 4 and the orange 5. So I think it's easier to get back to these balls to the other set. So he's looking at shooting the 5-9 combination, which is good if he gets to in the center of the table here on the 4.
Like this.
But I also like that he's taking a little bit more time now. You see, like now he's not rushing it. He missed the easy 3 ball and he's making sure that he's aligning a little bit better. Oh, did hit that a little? No, it ended up perfect. Looked a little slow. So 5-9 combination, and yeah, that's also is a good trick when you're playing not so well. You take a little bit more time so you can get a little rhythm going at some point, and then you start to play good. I think they're a little confused.
Score was not correct?
Apparently, yeah.
But the head referee correcting the score.
Okay, good break.
But,
2 balls.
But
the 8 made it. And yeah, not a gimme on the 2, but if he cuts the 2 ball in, he's guaranteed to be on the 3. So
Not wasting any time. Looking to close the gap a little bit more. Going around the angles into the line of the 9 ball.
Yeah, so little momentum swift here. And I think, as far as I've seen, Robbie's not breaking great. I know Soufi is more used also to the 9 on the spot break, because in Europe, especially with the Euro Tour, and there's many tournaments in Germany where he plays his format, so his break is actually quite good. I've seen him, I think his best on the Euro Tour is like quarterfinal. So he's definitely used to it, and
well, quarterfinal in the Euro Tour is hard. I mean, you know, by yourself, it's a tough field every time.
hit that a little thin, but not a bad result. Just did not really end up with a shot on the
And
2.
and no 3 points.
Oh, I think the 4 went into the kitchen.
No.
Oh,
It
was
just-
not.
It
oh.
was bumped by the 6 just before it crossed the kitchen line. So illegal break. That's why Robbie's at the table.
Yeah, I don't really expect him to play something aggressive. I do like the safety behind the 9-5 maybe. He could bank it in the side, but really... Oh, played another beauty of a shot there. I was gonna say you have to beat the kiss and play a good position on the 3. So we'll play this with draw to the short side of the 4. It's a little tough though, he's queuing over the 8. It's a little bit thin as well, so needs a good swing to put some nice draw on the cue ball so it doesn't go into the corner pocket, obviously. And I'm pretty sure you would prefer not to get straight on the 4. If you get straight on the 4, tough
good
5 ball, but played good speed.
He hit that really controlled. The pot on the 3.
Well, it looks like he really has the speed down of the table, so...
He was well aware to leave this angle on the 4 to go to the center of the table again to the right angle on the 5.
Yeah, now 2 rails, always running towards the next shot. It's easy to have better speed control if you do it this way. Yeah, same thing. Cutting the 7, going 2 rails to play good speed to the 8 ball. Or at least I like to play with a little bit right spin and go 2 rails. Yeah, and still, this is actually a pretty important rack, because if he had lost this, the gap would only be 2 games, like I said earlier. Then Soufi is basically back into the match. So, short-term goal important for Robbie to take again. 4-game lead, 8-4.
So it seems the internet problems are cleared at the moment. If you have any to add to this live stream about the sound or anything, just post something in the chat. Hi Morgan. Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan. Yeah. I've seen a question if there's any British players in the tournament. I think there's
a few.
a few, yeah, but no big names as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jörg Vollertsen. Soufi is a quick player.
Yeah, so pretty successful break now. Just quite unfortunate to have the 4 and the 7 closed. Might have to play the position for the bank on the 4. I think that's his only way. Not really any shot to open up the 4 and the 7. The other option is to play for the safety, stick him behind the 7. Could go 2 rails, low left, towards the 4 and the 7. Can he make the angle short enough to open them? Not really sure. Yeah, that's especially on the new sliding cloth. With the new sliding cloth on the second rail, it's always going to open up.
Yeah.
That's why I was doubting if this was possible. He might still have the bank on.
Yeah.
He might
He's
still
looking
see
at
the
it.
edge.
I think he can see enough.
That would be pretty fortunate. Not playing quite aggressive so far, Robbie. Had made one like this before, but not now. And
What about the 9?
Ooh. But yeah, if he can make the 4, not sure if he can hold the cue ball with stun. Preferably, I like to play this a little bit firmer.
The referee has to clean, or by request from Soufi, the referee has to is cleaning the cue ball. Soufi just wants to make sure, because I think he's gonna.
He's probably gonna
draw
slow
it. Yeah.
Well, play it really
Yeah,
soft.
the slow draw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get the cue ball over.
Yeah, of course, the biggest risk when you play at that speed to get a bad contact, which would be a really bad moment as well, being 8-4 down. So
Here we go. Well, it seems a little bit strange to ask for the ball cleaned as you're hitting the ball like that, but I know from experience that these slow rolls can cause have a bigger chance of a bad hit.
oh yeah, usually when you stun the cue ball or play with a little left or right spin, you really decrease the chance to have a bad contact. So 8-5.
Yeah, I feel this was an important rack.
Yeah, especially with Robbie having a good break finally, and then giving open chance like that.
Yeah, I was already wondering why it was 9-5, but I think the referee was just testing the connection of the iPad tablet. Oh,
Yeah, again, he's not really doing anything special besides just making sure he's hitting him quite quite full, but not really. Yeah, it's basically a stop shot he's playing. But with good result, he makes a ball, and the ball spread nice as well. So now 3 rails position. Nicely played and nicely on the 2 ball. Great angle to go to the 3. Yeah, now if he can get straight on the 4, that's basically the biggest challenge in this rack. If he gets straight, he can come back down for the 6.
almost straight on the 5, but he just has to roll forward.
Or just doesn't want to get
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, just
Just
okay.
that angle.
We'll have to play 4 stun. He decided to play 2 rails, also going towards the 7. Yeah, strong breaker run from Mohammad Soufi. 8-6. So let's see that break again. He's not really doing much. I like this break a little better. Just
no position on 3
Yeah.
ball.
well, I might kick at this. Play a little bit shorter, a little bit more to the left on the rail, and then with spin, because you got 4 balls that you can get the 3 ball behind. It's always better to keep your own initiative than giving the other guy a chance to get lucky. Well, he's looking at a push out. He's always going to give an easy safety for Robbie, or of course making the 3. It's either making or easy safety. He's thinking about leaving the super thin cut, but then again with the new cloth, I think it's quite risky to give that. But yeah, asking again to clean the cue ball. It's also one of the things with those super thin cut shots, and we'll have to hold the cue ball as well. Big chance of bad contact.
The referee having a special ball marker, which helps you to go over the magic ball rack instead of the regular ball marker, which is not able to do that. Cut on a 3 ball here.
Yeah, just the
Good-
thing
Good
is,
shot, but
yeah, I was wondering that 4 ball, I don't think it does go to the bottom right.
I cannot tell you.
No, it doesn't really look like it. So that's why I was thinking he was going to hold the cue ball. Is he playing the cue ball behind the 5-6?
Is there a gap?
Oh.
Is there a gap?
No, not the gap, but quite surprised.
I think he's a bit fortunate there. But either way, he wanted to glue the cue ball to the 5.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say it's not the best safety attempt. But it's not easy to resave the ball.
Sophie asking Johnny to have a close look when he's going for the hit.
Yeah, because he's trying to hit the inside.
Yeah, he
And then
could be a close contact with the 4 and the 5 simultaneously, depending on
he
which
was
side.
he was looking at kicking the other
Yeah.
side when he called Johnny originally. From here, I don't really see many. Yeah, this was the best thing that could happen, and
It's not a bad outcome.
no, it's pretty good. That worked out. I was going to say if he hit it thicker or thinner, he was always going to sell out. So this was the best he could do from that position. But I think the 4 ball goes, and you have to shoot at it. Yeah, tough shot.
Taking a little bit more time.
Big shot as well, because the match is already closer, 8-6.
Yeah. Yeah, he was extending his lead, and then all of a sudden now it's a bit turned, and Mohammad is closing the gap. Good shot.
He hit that so good. Yeah, strong shot. Yeah, so far also all the big stroke shots, he's been doing pretty well with those. Yeah. Good mental fight as well, because especially playing those long races, there's phases where you play very good and everything is going by itself. Then the next step is, oh, he's really close. It's 8-6. And then to come with the big shots is not always that easy.
Thanks, Arya. Nice that you're watching from home. Jens, how are you doing? Well, the draw will be available on Q-Score. If you look up the tournament, the 6th Stella Artois Open, you will find the draw there. But the draw for the qualifying groups, yeah, it's called the main tournament, but it's group stages, will be done tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. So no,
yeah, the group I'm playing in the evening is going to be up around 4. That's what I heard.
Ah, okay. 9 break on YouTube. No, the commentators here is Tim de Ruiter and myself, Jimmy Worum, both from the Netherlands, doing commentary in Ostend, Belgium.
Orange Force Productions.
How could I forget?
Yeah. So, little break. Soufi went for a small bathroom break.
There on the left side you see Gaetan Zeldenslag, owner of the club De Klokke here where we are playing, and the initiator and the force together with with Cliff Castellijn behind this Stella Artois Open, running for the 6th year. We had a break of 3 years. Can't believe 3 years. Wow. And now we're back here in this nice club.
Oh, hit that pretty good, and 4 balls on the break, perfect on the 3.
He put a little bit more force in that break, I think. Hitting it more square, or?
Well, you can see, based on where the cue ball ended up, there was more stroke into the shot. He hits it a little bit lower in the cue ball, so there was a little bit more draw, especially if you stroke the ball a little bit more and less of power. Oh, where is he going? Doesn't want to be bridging over the 6, and oh, that's possibly one of the worst spots you can be in to shoot the 4.
Bridging over the 4 ball here. So over the 6 ball.
Also, what makes this shot very difficult is when you go bridging over the 6, it's tougher to aim, and he also has to play it soft.
Yeah.
To have the position on the 5, and playing it so soft is usually very scary. And
no, I was about to say he didn't hit it clean.
No, he
Yeah.
overcut the
Yeah,
ball a little
yeah.
bit, so that made it a big scratch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, going from making 4 balls on the break and a perfect
Yeah.
opportunity to go 10-6. He does let Mohammad Soufi back in it. So
And
no,
it's 7-9.
yeah, no 10-6.
Well, so far the match is living up to the expectations. A few mistakes from both sides. This was actually more a positional error from Robbie, leading up to the miss on the 4.
Yeah, never really expected him to get that close to those balls. I would always like to be more straight on the 4. So surprised that he had played so much stun.
Yeah, I think the tablet is responding a little bit slow due to the slow network at the moment. Network.
Well, just no shot on the 1. 3 balls on the
Going
break.
for the bank.
He can still cut it in the side because he will go off the 5 and always have the 3 ball. And otherwise it will be the bank. Don't really
I think he's going for the bank. There you go.
Oh, did draw the cue ball a little bit too much.
Or not enough.
Yeah, or not enough. Yeah, that's true. Just did not expect him to play with that much draw. So, and well, I am cutting this. Yeah, you just go, you float over to the other side. If you don't make it,
Oh.
yeah,
Overcut it.
yeah, but look at
And-
where he left the
and-
cue ball.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he did leak out. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
playing on having the 9-7-8 in the equation, but yeah, back and forth here.
Yes, 9 break. It's Jimmy and Timmy in this case.
Oh boy.
Jimmy and Timmy sitting in the calms box.
So choosing if he likes to go forward 3 rails or if he's drawing back. By drawing back there is a risk to get behind the 7 or the 8. If you play forward, he was playing with fire.
So he's still stroking well. I mean, you know, the tension is getting to him a little bit maybe, but leading a couple of racks, and now it's the distance of the between them is only 2 racks.
But he still doesn't really look like he's striking the ball different from the beginning. Like he's the same same attitude for now. It's a good thing.
Confident.
Yeah.
Same as this one.
Yeah, good speed. Perfect on the 7 ball. Yeah, stop shot on the 7.
So despite the score, which would give you the impression that it's a very close match, I mean, he looks very confident to me.
Yeah, also if you look at how the match is going, Robbie is basically playing very well, making 1 or 2 mistakes, and then playing very well again. With Soufi, he's playing in well in little spurts.
Yeah.
It's like 2-3 games well,
Yeah.
then not so good, then again 2-3 games well.
I just saw your
My bro.
brother. Your brother.
Brada.
It's your brother or your father?
Oh, stop it, please. Come on. I know I look young, but come on.
Or does he look old?
No. I look young. I look young.
Yeah, inside joke. Somebody thought there, or brother.
You know how
the
that it happens
husband
a
and
lot of times.
father and son. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it
really?
happens a lot of times.
So actually, it's
It's
not
not
the
the first time, no. Jens Maas just subscribed. Awesome. Thank you, man.
great, great, Jens.
Great stuff. Okay, let's see a break. Okay, nice smooth stroke again.
And a good hit.
Yeah, nice little bump on the two.
Yeah.
Perfect break. I think
This-
this is the perfect example on how to break with 9 on the spot.
And he got helped by the 4, keeping the 2 ball there. So this has 11-7 written all over.
Yeah, also if you look, he doesn't really have to travel much with the cue ball. It's 3 balls in the bottom side of the table and the other 3 are all nearby, so. Thank you, 9 break. We're trying our best here. Of course, it's the 2 players that make the match, not us. So, probably going 2 rails again.
Yeah, I was surprised too, Jens, that you hadn't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, but thank you for doing so.
Yeah, I'm not saying we were disappointed, but we were disappointed. So 11-7, break a run. Very clean. Or at least, yeah, okay, 11-7. You never know, of course, but
Well, Jens, I'm gonna ask the tournament director. He's just standing next to us. One moment. So, just received the information firsthand from Gino de Ruiter, the tournament director. He explained you cannot find the tournaments yet on Q-Score. He has to put all the data in there with all the players. And he's starting with the World 8-Ball Qualifier, which starts tomorrow at 9:30. That will be up tonight on Q-Score. If you're wondering who's playing and who is playing who tomorrow morning, look it up and you'll see it there. Of course, we're gonna stream from tomorrow the World 8-Ball Qualifier, and then in the evening the first groups starting, and then we don't stop streaming until Monday after the final.
yeah, a little surprised.
Yeah.
This break didn't look as smooth as he was before. Took a little bit of the stroke. And, well, every time in the 4-game mark, something happens to where Soufi
Yeah.
can actually catch up again. Not sure if that's coincidence or structural thing.
Watch out, 5. No.
Oh, yeah, made sure he put
Yeah,
some
yeah.
left spin on there. That was a good positional shot. Now, stop shot.
Oh.
Oh.
Little hampered by the 5.
Yeah, but he's still able to make the ball, maybe some left spin. Doesn't really have to play draw. Just make sure you get on the high side of the 5. Don't want to have an angle going towards the 9. Now he can go 2 rails to set himself up perfectly for the 6-8. 11-8.
Yes, Thomas Zielinski was a bit of a strange wreck. Good break, and then 2 errors.
Yeah, nice to see we have a little crowd going on here.
Yeah, I mean it's still early for most players in the tournament, but there's a few local players sitting here, and there's on the second floor there are a couple of players practicing. Did you practice yet?
Yeah, I played a couple. Yeah, I actually a couple racks of one pocket,
Okay.
but one pocket and Taiwanese carom. Yeah, but the table just to get some feel of
Yeah.
the tables, especially with the new cloth. The pockets in general are pretty big, so it's not really about how is the technique and.
Oof.
Oh,
Wow. That was a strange miss. Missed it by a mile. This is a great opportunity for Robbie to hurt Mohammad for that miss.
and I was just saying, well, with new cloth, big
Yeah.
pockets, and
Taking a little time to decide which route he is going to take.
well, he can stun the cue ball to the left long rail, and then take the cut on the 4 and go
Mhm.
to rail position for the 5.
Looks like
think
he's
that's-
doing that.
That's his easiest way out, I think, from here. The only thing is, of course, he has to avoid the 8 and the
Yep.
7. If he plays one rail, there's a chance that he will get the wrong angle on the 5, that he comes up too high, and that again will have to travel. Playing a low in the
Yeah.
queue. Is he drawing straight over?
Looks like it. Just before the 8. Yeah.
Yeah, this was definitely a better option.
Yeah.
Just to stay away from the 2 balls. You never know what happens, of course, if you bump into one of them.
And less risk on having the wrong angle on the 5.
He is starting to play a little slower though
Yeah.
than in the beginning. Yeah, if you can see, he's taking a little bit more time around just to make sure he plays the right positions. Ooh. And that is a thing that happens most of the time on the new cloth with the inside.
Yeah.
Pushes the cue ball out a little bit more. You really have to feel good usually to play those kind of shots. That's why I usually play, like on the 6, I would have had a big angle
Mhm.
just to let the cue ball go forward all the time. Yeah, so instead 12-8,
Yep.
I might go 11-9 again.
So this is something that's reoccurring in this match. Robbie having the chance to extend his lead by a few more racks, and then all of a sudden there's a unexpected miss.
Yeah, and especially we didn't really see Soufi miss the 2 ball. Like it was really fast, or the 1 ball, I'm not sure. One or two. But then to come back and still win the game.
That's a pretty nice gift.
Oh, it's good for the match. I mean, the score is good.
Goed voor de score.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh nee. Goed voor de stand. Dat is het.
Oh, didn't make any of the usual suspects. Not the one in the side or the wing ball, but managed to still make a ball and to get 2 balls in the kitchen. Now we'll probably play for around the center of the table and then cut the 2 ball in. just like that. Yeah, the good thing is that the 4 is nearby the 5 ball, so the positional work to get back up the table for the 6 is not really that tricky. Did leave himself a little straight on the 4. And that's a little careless, basically because he got so straight on the 4.
Yep.
And he did have to get off the rail. Did not really leave the easy opportunity for Robbie.
Well, if you look at the shot, it looks like an easy shot, but he's gonna hit the 6, which always makes the cue ball travel to the wrong side of the 5. I guess that's what you mean. Thank you for Robbie Bowers Jr. to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome. Yeah, tried to skim off the 6 ball, but also put quite some top spin on there. And he might have just enough to cut this. If not, he can play the safety behind the 9 ball. Well, obviously the 5 ball doesn't go. Well, he's trying to go cut it in the bottom right corner.
Oh. For me, it goes to the left.
Yeah, either to the left with a lot of spin or the safety. For me, I don't like this cut. Also, not guaranteed to be on the 6. Not with a nice position.
Yeah. If you ask me, you should go for the left corner with some spin. Slow, go to the center of the table.
Oh. Tough to see what he's aiming for.
I think he's going for this pocket.
Yeah, and
see. Where's the cue ball going?
Oh, he's got a little fortunate because he did hit it on the thick side, so hitting the point got it back to the short rail.
But I think he intended to leave the cue ball there, just as a sort of a safety in mind option.
Oh, I think there's a window. And otherwise a pretty easy kick shot, of course.
There's no window. Yeah, there's a window, but not a direct hit to the 5. You can see here. So he's going the other way.
Yeah, I don't like kicking from the bottom. I like kicking from the top because then you have the 5 and the cue ball going towards a 6, 7, 9. But well, surely can't complain about this outcome. Super hit.
And again, an opportunity for him to hit it. This time he can make the bank.
Yeah, you will have to go for the bank. You can play the cue ball to the short rail. You can always cut the 6 in the side. The only tough thing is that the cue ball is glued to the long rail. So you will have to play with a lot of top spin, so the cue ball will actually try to hug the other long rail for a while. Oh, and I think he ginned it. Oh, he for sure can shoot it in the corner. Of course, he would prefer to shoot it in the side.
He can go in. He can put it in the side. Yes. Capitalizing on this opportunity.
Capitalizing.
Capitalizing.
That's definitely the best joke from today. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, like I said before, it's that same window going 4 up, going back to 2 up, then going to 4. It's the same thing. We're going now 3 up, 12-9.
Well, I think Robbie's just thinking, as long as I'm leading, then it's fine.
Yeah, most definitely. Doesn't matter how much you're leading, as long as you stay in the lead.
Let's see what kind of break he produces.
Let's see if he puts a little bit more stroke into it. Yeah, you see, this was more smooth.
And no luck on the 1. Oy.
No, don't think it's enough.
It's not potable. But I mean, I think it was some piece of chalk maybe on the cloth that it stopped the 1 ball moving more behind the 6. So at least he has some of the 1 ball to hit.
Yeah, not really a lot of options. He can go for the bank, but then it's tough to have position on the 2.
And if you bank it like this, I mean, Grady Matthews always said that if you cannot play the cue ball directly in the pocket, then you have a kiss. So how do you avoid the kiss? What's the best way?
Well, usually this rule only counts when you go forward, when you try to pass the 1 ball from the back. So if he can stun the cue ball towards the 2-4, go from the rail back to the 2-4, then the cue ball is out before the 1 ball goes there. But he just decided to play the safety behind the 9. Played a good shot. It's a pretty tough shot, but like you could see, if he played the 1 ball, if he had played it towards the corner in the same line, he would have had the kiss.
Yeah.
So it's either you change the line and then you would not make the bank, but then you will have no kiss.
So he was already checking if it was bankable or a jump ball.
He did grab his jump cue really fast, but do I like the jump that much here? Because the whole left side of the table is empty, is open, so there's not much room to get lucky behind. But maybe he can. Oh wow! I was just going to say, if he can cut it in the side, that's a strong shot.
And it was not an easy pot with a jump. I mean,
well, he was close to the 9. He had to control the cue ball to get on the 2 and make the ball. Oh.
You go for the cut?
No, I go to the corner and just take a longer 5 ball. Especially with the new cloth. If you hit the 4 ball too thick, it will still slide in. So I can just mainly just focus on leaving myself a decent shot on the 5.
And hit the cue ball that good that it just moves forward enough.
Yeah, just like this.
The center pocket.
Oh, managed to do pretty good here. He's back in line and everything is connected from here, so possible 12-10 in the making. A nice match so far.
Here we go. 12-10. The gap is back to 2 racks. I think it's been a while since it was 1 rack in between them. French players entering the venue. They're here with a group of 15, I heard. Dimitris Lukatos.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
not really. There is one Greek guy in the tournament.
Yeah, now I know, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You reminded me, yeah.
tough opener here on the 2. I think it's possible to stun the cue ball around the 4. He's playing 3 rails. Ooh. And that's the same thing.
Yep.
He was playing with that inside spin and it just throws the cue ball out more. And most of the time when they miss the shot, it's overcut.
So, tomorrow, when this kind of shot comes up, what do you do?
It sounds really strange, but in when I get these kind of shots, most of the time I tell myself how to miss it if I miss it. So in this case, if I play with inside, I'm telling myself as long as you don't overcut it, because that's too easy.
Yeah.
And then if I miss it and hit it thick, okay, that can happen. But it's just too easy to overcut them sometimes. Well, the only thing I'm interested in to see is if that 8 ball goes. If not, he can stun the cue ball with left and leave himself an angle on the 7 to break out the 8.
Is it needed? I don't think so. I think the 8 passes in the corner.
Or he has left himself the other angle.
Let's check this angle.
Well, it doesn't.
Tough.
I don't think it does go, so he might have to.
Does it go in the center?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so. And I would have liked to be on the other side of the 7 to go into the 8. I feel like I have more control in having a guaranteed shot after. Now if he hits the 9 or the 8 full, you just push it to the left, to the right long rail, and you cannot really continue.
So you're looking to hit the 9?
I think I would like to hit the 9. Oh, I hit it good.
Yeah.
If he had hit it a little thicker, he would push it to the long
Perfect
rail.
hit.
So, yeah, he played a very good shot. Did look a lot easier than it actually was. So back again, 13-10. We're going back to the 4-game gap. But
Maybe.
so strong. Good mental game from Robbie, not being impressed at all.
Good evening, 10 Ball Tour Barcelona. Well, the bracket is not on there yet because this is just a show match. The main tournament starts tomorrow evening with the group stages. And during the day at 9:30 we start with a World Championship 8-ball qualifier. This bracket could be found on the club page of the pool club De Klokke. Let me write it. If you look them up on Q-Score and click on tournaments, that might pop up. It's all depending on our tournament director, Gino de Ruiter, if he has put up the brackets yet. Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He said he was going to do them for the World 8-ball right as we speak, so. Okay, not. was gonna say not a bad break, but actually that worked out really good. Just a little difficult starter because you can make the 1, but that doesn't really mean you get on the 2, as the angle will go to the long rail and get towards the 9 and the 3. Yeah, I did try to hit it a little thicker so he could get better on the 2 ball.
So I looked up on the page of the clock, but it's not there yet. I'm posting the link in the YouTube chat. Hey Vincent, watching from the US of A. Nice to see you watching our stream. The 6th Stella Artois Open presented by Predator Qs this year.
Yeah, so back to the 2-game gap. This could be the moment where Soufi could gain the lead. I feel that Robbie has been a little bit less, and Soufi is slowly getting feel for the table more. So if he can produce one or two good breaks, I feel that we could get tied at 14.
And just when you say this, he scratches on the break, making 4 balls. I didn't really see this happen before.
Yeah.
Just when you think, it's going to be 1 rack difference, or maybe this is the chance to equalize, and then there's a unforced error. We could say this unforced error, right? You consider this.
Yeah, I think so. You have 1.5 diamond you can get the cue ball to on the long rail, so it's unnecessary to scratch on the break.
Yeah.
Of course, it does happen to all of us, but
I actually overlooked the 6 ball that's hanging in the corner pocket there. So he made 4 balls on the break.
yeah,
No, 3 balls.
I think
A lot.
3. But whatever.
Yeah, see you soon, Vincent, in Vegas.
Vegas, baby. So, no 13-12, 14-11.
Yeah, Robbie must be really happy with that chance after he made the mistake in the previous rack. It's back to 2 gaps, 2 racks gap, or 3.
3,
The score is not updated yet. Speaking of cues, Predator cues, what kind of cue is he playing with, Robbie? There, is it the limited edition?
I will have to look for it. Oh, I think it's Pantera, the dark.
Oh, okay.
A little more stop shot kind of break. Didn't really put a lot of stroke in there, but if you can make the 1 ball with that speed, that's the main thing. If you make the 1 and you have a fairly square hit, the other balls will go towards the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, and I think the opening shot is the most difficult. Maybe going from the 4, leaving yourself a nice angle to the 5, but I think this opening shot, if you get a nice angle on the 3, it's back to routine. Oh, he didn't even bother to go closer to the 3.
I thought he was crossing twice, but
yeah, I do
could hold
actually
it,
like
yeah.
this though. because it's fairly simple and
less
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to play this with inside. I would play this in between the.
Oh.
Again, the inside is pushing the cue ball out more.
Wow.
And I was thinking just play short rail, and come back out.
Yeah,
Because
but
you were going to
yeah.
cut the ball anyways. Now you're holding with a lot of spin. New claw.
So you're gonna tell him this after the match?
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends. If
Depends
he
on
wins,
the draw tomorrow.
Yeah, also, yeah, let's wait for that. Hey, man, you suck on that shot tomorrow morning. Oh, oops. He did get fortunate, though. Soufi's kicking this to make it. Oh, pretty good hit, and I think he's going to get fortunate as well. Oh, can't complain. Actually, Soufi back in control here now. Still surprised.
Yeah.
They didn't really put the score up yet, so I think it's coming now.
Updating now.
So Robbie jumping. This is a tough one though, because you don't have much room to land on the table in between the 5 and the 3. Yeah, that was the risk.
Yeah.
And also hit it too thin, and that's where you lose the cue ball.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge the pace you want to jump this cue with, this shot with. Still not updated.
Yeah, I can see it on the tablet.
Yeah?
It says 1411, but
Okay.
it's still loading. So I guess at some point it's going up. Just have to wait for it a little bit. Yeah, like I said, getting from the 4 to the 5 was the main thing. We'll have to pull out a pretty big shot here. Left himself a wrong angle. Or wrong, more difficult angle. I think the best thing he can do is top left, trying to get to the center of the table. Yeah, he tried to force stun it, but not so much angle. And
Well, he's been fortunate.
this is quite the challenge. This 5 ball, completely straight on the 5. Cue ball on the rail, and you actually want to go to the right side of the table. That's.
I saw somebody. I think I saw somebody making like a similar shot this afternoon, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was me. Jack up the cue, full left spin, and just get the cue ball to the other side. But yeah, that's no option.
No.
In this case, I mean, if he has a small angle and at least get off the short rail and come back up and cut the 6. If he's dead straight, yeah, I really don't know if he's dead straight. Then I really don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Has difficulty to make up his mind.
I think the main thing, jack up the cue, try to stop the cue ball there. And then in case if you cheat the pocket, then the cue ball goes left or right. Then you can at least see the 5 ball. I think that's his best option.
Sorry. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, this is a big shot too, especially on this score. We're on 14-11 right now. While jacking up the cue, hitting the point of the corner, especially on that speed, this is a possibility of the ball flying out. And
as soon as you jack up to the back of your cue, you're actually jumping the cue ball towards the ball you want to pot. So
yeah, the 5 ball got off the stairs all the way downstairs, so took a little bit.
The bar it says 14-11.
Oh yeah. A little lucky for Soufi.
No. Well, let's see. Few times Sophie had the opportunity to close the gap to one rack, and then something strange happened.
Yeah,
you know,
missing a fairly easy shot or the break. Last time he scratched and made 3 balls. Now
illegal break.
illegal break. You see, every time when he gets to the spot,
Well,
he's kind of lucky though. I mean, he's not having a shot on the 2 or giving a shot on the 2. So he's most likely to get back to the table because of the illegal break. Robbie doesn't like it, gives it back, and I don't really mind jumping this, to be honest.
yeah.
If you jump this and you don't make it, you will send the 2 ball most likely going to the 5, 7, 8, 3. And the cue ball is going up table and you're guaranteed to be on the 3. He decided to leave Robbie a thin contact on the 2. Safety behind the 7, maybe sticking to the 5. You have to take this. Yeah, good hit. Just has to make sure.
Not a good hit. But creating a little bit more problem with the 7 and the 5 there. Hey.
I'm happy to see that he played the shot because just because of the 5 and the 7, it made no sense to
go for the bank.
Go for the bank. But could have done better with the cue ball. So wasn't really focused on playing a perfect safety shot. It was just like, oh, I'm just gonna send the 2 ball up and play the cue ball to the corner where the couple balls are.
Sophie has his own corner woman there. Looking very relaxed. Maybe that's the problem.
Maybe a little bit too relaxed. I don't know. I like cutting this. You can go for the... Oh, yeah, he cut it, but safe. Oh, doesn't want to...
Maybe.
Oh. No. Like I was going to say, you don't want to open up the 5 and the 7. Because now there's a 5-7 combination. But still tricky. Stop shot on the 2 is straight on the 3. 4 is on the other side. Yeah.
Jacking over the 3, and that's caused the miss.
Yeah, I think he also was trying to at least get maybe a ball off the rail so he could move to the 4. Yeah, expect Robbie to play the same safety, but now getting the cue ball 2 rails towards the 3. Can also bank the 2 ball over next to the 5 and the 7.
This time he goes
played
past the 7 and the 5, but did he leave?
I think he's okay.
Yeah.
And also, if he had left the 2 ball, he's queuing so closely with the 3, which makes it very difficult. And also this way, I like kicking this way, hitting the 2 ball thin, sending the 2 to the short rail and getting the cue ball all around the table. But it's definitely not easy. If you catch a little thick, no options, so has to hit it perfect. Can also choose to kick 3 rails. Left long rail, short rail, and the right long rail. I think this is his best option. Yeah, like I said, hitting it thick was most likely to have the two ball in the open.
Hearing some music from the club downstairs, the bar. They're watching the stream downstairs on the big screen. Oh, he has to stop.
Oh,
Just
lucky
about
kiss.
right.
And now, at least the rack is solved. If he can go towards the 4 now, going 2 rails,
Yeah.
top right. Main thing he has to do is not to get straight on the 4. If he gets straight on the 4, that combination on the 5-7 could be a little annoying. Well, he played with draw. Just left himself a little bit more difficult.
I wonder why. Yeah, I mean it's easier to go across to the for the right angle of the 5.
Yeah, probably to make sure that he would not get
Yeah.
straight. That's probably why I liked it. I just like to play a lot of forward. I
Yeah.
don't play so much draw, so I am not scared to play forward and making sure I'm not straight. He was just making sure the angle was okay. Can choose to just float it in. Can also choose to go harmonica, go long reel, long reel, long reel. Yeah, like that. Oh, he played it soft. Played a good shot.
Actually, it's an accordion.
Yeah. Yeah, harmonica.
Or we could
What?
say-
Do they not say harmonica in Tweakers?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
Not sure.
Oh,
Could
well.
be. Ah, yeah. You have yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. No worry. No worries. Yeah, that was the most important shot of this rack. Now he just has to connect the dots and
And
make
then,
sure he has the right angle on the 6.
and then again, Soufi did get a couple opportunities
Yeah.
to close that 2-game gap. So yeah, and just because he was trying to get perfectly straight on the 6. If he had left himself just off the rail, he could make the 6 and go forward. Same thing. I'm quite surprised that he tried to get so perfectly straight on the 5, on the 6 ball, sorry. Oh, and this could be an expensive mistake.
So this time the opportunity comes to Soufi to close the gap, not by his own play, but by an unforced error by Robbie. We have a small break. Robbie has a timeout. Just checking the chat. Patrick Lewandowski says Mahlzeit Leute. What does it mean again?
Eet smakelijk.
No, I know. Literally it says Mahlzeit. No, but it's an expression in German saying meaning something. I don't know what.
Well, it's nice from him to say that to us.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick. If you could explain us what does it mean again in German? I only know the expression, Patrick, and you know what I mean, what I'm saying. Alles für die Stellung.
So 14-13. This could be the moment where Soufi actually starts to run away a little bit with the match. So from here, Robbie will have to be very cautious. Cannot make too many mistakes like he had done the last couple games.
And is it like often when you have like a match that it's going like this, 1-2 racks in between every time one cannot really equalize, and then he makes the equalizer and then he runs away.
Well, usually you have a match where someone gets 2 up every time, and then at the end they will make 2 or 3 mistakes, and the other guy runs with the match. It's
Yeah.
a weird dynamic. Oh, but like we've seen before, no ball on the break is on this big moment.
No ball in the break and a good opportunity for Robbie.
Oh, tough.
It's not easy, but
Yeah, tough opening shot at least.
yeah, the position on the 2 ball is not easy. So let's see what he's shooting for.
Yeah, if he jacks up the cue, stun the cue ball, big chance to go towards the 7, so it's a very touchy shot. Played it nicely. It's probably the best thing he could have done in this situation. Now this is the biggest shot.
Playing with inside draw.
Yeah, I think low right. It's tough though because he's already cutting the 2 ball pretty much.
He's not playing low right. Well, he was not aiming for that. So he's just playing the
Now he's playing low. Not too much right.
oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
great shot there. Robbie
Looked like
Capito.
he didn't need any right English on that ball. Did he learn from the 3 misses with the inside English?
I mean, possible. Like at some point you
Yeah.
will get used to the fact that it's going to throw out a little bit more. Yeah, now getting to the 6 ball is the challenge because the 6 doesn't go in the top left corner in this view. We'll have to go around the 7 and the 9 for the 6 in the top right. I think I would stop the cue ball there. Doesn't have to go 2 rails from the 5 to the 6. He could go 1 rail in between the 7 and the side pocket straight over. The other option he has is to stop the cue ball and play the 5 ball with stun, going 3 rails for the 6 in the side pocket. In case he's not sure about the corners, then. Oh boy.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was the only thing that could actually go wrong. Try to go straight over to that long rail, not trying to hit the second rail actually.
So now, after a few previous opportunities, it's now finally equalized at 14-14.
Yeah, race to 7 from here.
And yeah, it would be wouldn't be surprised if this would go like 21-16 in favor of Soufi.
Yeah, like I said before, Soufi is the kind of player when he gets these opportunities. Like now, the biggest challenge for him was to break that same rhythm, winning 2 games, losing 2 games, all that. Now he actually broke through the whole thing, so he might be able to.
Ooh.
Well, the 8 still goes, and
Look
one
at the
ball
one.
still needs to go. Yeah, and the 1 got perfect open rack. 2 and the 3 are together.
Yeah, not something special to do with this ball. Yeah, and this is this the first time he's in front? If he makes this, I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, because he had the first break and then he was already down 5-1. Yeah, left himself a little bit more angle to the side pocket. Not sure if he can still get there with top right. Especially with the new club, the right spin doesn't really grab much. But I think he's still okay. Can float the 6 ball in with some left spin. Yeah, 15-14, Mohammad Soufi. Yeah, and also I think now for Robbie, the challenge of course is to forget that he had missed that pretty easy 5 ball. Because sometimes that also wears you down. Like you have a defense mechanism. Like every time you fail, then you're like, okay, come on, let's stay in it. But then if you start to make really big mistakes, the scratch in the side, and then the 5 ball, pretty costly. It could hurt the mind a lot. Soufi is not breaking really great though. Like he's making a ball somewhere, but it's not really going well for him. But so far so good. It's working. He gets position after the break as well. So
look at this opportunity. So after equalizing, this is a great opportunity to go 2 racks in front.
Yeah, all momentum is with Soufi at this moment. It's a pretty strong shot he played here. It's quite some curve on the cue ball.
Yeah, looked maybe easier than it was.
Just to the center of the table here. Ooh. No, it's okay. I was gonna say not wanting to cue again over the 8.
I think a couple of Robbie Capito's fans just came in the venue, sitting in the right corner there.
In the back. Yeah, and if you just look at Robbie's body language.
Yeah.
Oh, and I mean, I can understand his feeling, of course. He had missed the easy ball and the scratch was pretty obvious, at least. So I can understand he's disappointed, but has to manage to get the mind clear from this moment.
I mean, it's just 16-14.
It's only 2 game difference. It's not too big, especially winner breaks.
But yeah.
Oh, better break from Soufi, and look at this for a result. It's 3 balls on the break, and especially if that 1 ball keeps going in the open. If he gets on the 2 ball, well, we're 3 games lead.
Yeah, landed a little bit on the wrong side of the 7. Take a little extra time to check how far he has to travel with the cue ball to have an opportunity to make the 8. You can see it from here.
Yeah, you can go to the other side, but most likely to have a bigger angle on the 8. if he gets to the other side. I said bigger angle, tougher to hold the cue ball from here. Oh, running into the 9. Oh. Yeah, he's definitely feeling good now. Because that was not an easy 9 ball at all, but well, if you, well, he got let off the hook. 17-14.
Yeah, that could have been the breaking point. When Capito missed that opportunity, or 2 opportunities actually, and then Mohammad not only closed the gap, but he's leading with 3 racks, 17-14 now.
Yeah, makes a ball, good cue ball control, but this time
Yeah,
no luck. And good news for Robbie. If he wins the safety battle, then he might be able to get himself back into this match. It's not looking too well for him so far. Yeah, where do you push to? He's looking at pushing towards a short rail. I don't really see many options from here.
this is not an easy shot. The 1 ball close to that 8. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives it back. Yeah, and that's happened. Judge did well.
Oh, it's a pretty strong shot. Just wondering if Robbie can see a little edge. He can nick the 1 ball and bring the cue ball back down. If not, he could go 2 rails, but 4 ball is blocking the natural way of going 2 rails. So this with draw to make the angle shorter at the end. Deep in the corner. Oh, he tried to nick the edge of the 1 and oh, he didn't really take much time either.
Thanks, Iggy Babs. Thank you, Design.
Oh,
Speeding up a little more with this shooting. Yeah. He feels that this could be the end of the match. Although it's 18-14. He's striking the cue ball really confident now. Back
Yeah, but
in his rhythm.
like I said before, like with kicking the 2 rails, he was just acknowledging, okay, I have to kick 2 rails. But he didn't really go over to look at things or to. He was just like, okay, I'm gonna hit 2 rails. I want to hit the inside. Okay, and he dropped down and hit it. There was no grit. So I'm missing a little bit of
Fighting spirit.
yeah hope.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and also because he started so well, there's no reason to, let that.
Well, especially if you start striking the ball really nice, that feeling is not gonna leave. So if he just tries to stay in it, maybe dig a little deeper, then it could come back and you're okay. So, oh, doesn't want to be. Well,
Just
I think,
okay.
yeah, he's just okay. Didn't really want. Oh, it's again with these kind of shots.
Yeah.
Like they've missed a couple of those. I'm starting to get scared. What? Tomorrow
What
I
is
play.
happening?
Oh no.
First match on the TV table for you tomorrow.
Oh no.
Well,
I don't mind.
this is
Big opportunity.
yeah.
Again, 4-game lead. But now the other way around, so.
No. Should be fine.
Yeah, we'll have to
Would you
play
leave?
soft.
Yeah, yeah. So you leave the cue ball on the towards
Yeah,
the 6.
next to the 6. I think that's the easiest way. You can go to the other side, but then I think the shot
Like
gets
this.
a little bit more difficult and well,
Chance to get straight in or too
Uh,
straight on the 5.
well, this is not straight.
Yeah, but I
Oh.
mean the angle is a bit too big.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I meant.
that
Yeah.
was the risky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough if he makes it. Cue ball will run towards the 9. Well, managed to maneuver the cue ball a little bit away from the 9, and this is such a big game. If he goes down 19-14, I don't really favor him being able to still win the set.
Yeah. I don't think we have to make clear that was an important wreck.
Hey. 18-15.
Hey. Well, it's a show match, but are you allowed to practice in between? I don't think so.
Well, usually with gambling,
Yeah?
they actually do.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't really see the point because now he's only making his negative feeling stronger by going, how did I miss that shot? Oh,
Yeah.
what, you know, instead of just going to your seat and go like, okay, come on, 18-15, I'm still in it to win it, let's go.
18-15 after 2 hours of play. So looks like this match can still go either way.
We are back. Robbie breaking. We'll need to work on his break though. Don't really feel like he's been breaking too great this match, even though he was up the whole match. Just softer, more stroke. Yeah, this one is good. We'll need a little luck, and I think he did
Yeah.
get the luck.
He has a shot. It's not easy, but he has a shot.
Yeah, especially with that 5 ball being where it is.
I don't think he's able to cut it.
I think he can, yeah. Main thing is if he can cut it, he can just let the cue ball go up and down, and if he can get on the 2 ball, then it's a good layout for him. Just cueing like this, like I said before, is always uncomfortable. Oh, good hit and all.
And bonus.
Yeah, very nice bonus. Cannot complain at all about how that worked out.
Still executing the shot pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really think it was a matter of technique, the couple balls he had missed. It's also not really the nerves for my feeling. Like, it doesn't really look like his execution gets ugly or like starts moving with his body. Just pure focus. Stay sharp. It's not easy at all. Yeah, just top left probably. Go 2 rails. Don't really have to get close to the 8 or something. Just around center table is okay. Well, he did try to get a little closer to the 8. Managed to do well. Yeah, 18-16. And is there a possible hill?
Maybe.
I mean,
You never know.
the thing is, if he gets a couple times lucky on the break,
Yeah.
I think it depends on how his mental mindset is. Of course he was a little broken after a couple mistakes, but if he can get back up to it and now have a little run, maybe going 18-18, well, then we could go all the way.
So the break from Robbie here. And he has a good break. I think he can make the 1 in the corner. Looks like it.
Yeah, excellent break. Look at where the cue ball ended up. Very nice, controlled, and needs only one good shot on the 1 ball. Good thing is, might be able to go just with top spin, go around the 2 ball, 2 rails. Not too sure about drawing this, but could be preference again.
Yeah. We've seen so far that he prefers to draw the ball.
Yeah.
Don't play it with inside English.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those, yeah.
Going for a long forehand.
Yeah, low right.
Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, good shot.
So now we know why he prefers to draw this kind of shot.
Well, he does have a long, smooth stroke in general, so probably feels to him that those kind of shots are quite easy compared to the precise forward shots. Needs a little bit more speed sometimes. Expect him to play with low left and shoot the 8 in the bottom left corner. Could also choose to float it in and shoot the 8 in the side, but with risk to get behind the 9 ball, so that's why I would expect him to go back. Ooh.
Just like this.
That did wipe his feet though.
That pocket is not forgiving. Not much.
No, they have missed quite some balls on that corner. But 18-17. Looks like Robbie is still trying to get himself together and doing quite well.
So that fighting spirit we just spoke of, we were missing. We see it now.
Yeah, so maybe he was just knackered for 2 games, but he definitely found himself back into it, so well, makes a great match to watch for sure.
Yeah. Okay, Robbie to break, hoping to equalize the set again. So last time he broke, he did put a little bit more power in it, I felt.
Okay, made the win ball.
And is he
One
lucky
hit
on
the
the one?
point and
Not
no,
sure.
I don't think so.
I think he can make it.
Maybe if he plays it with a lot of right spin to throw the 1 ball in a little bit more, turn it to the pocket side, but well, I'm not too sure. Maybe a mini jump. Takes off his glove. Oh, that's what he's doing. He's
Oh, because he couldn't unscrew it the last time. Because of his glove, maybe.
yeah, but now he puts it. Did he put his glove on the other hand? No. Oh, it's not a very difficult jump. You have only the small edge of the 4 to jump over.
So it's about the
Oh,
control, and that's what he did.
yeah, perfect control.
Great shot. Looks very simple, but the control side of it was really good.
Well, just imagine you can have a little bit more speed or less speed, be behind the 9 or the cue ball up table. He got perfect on the 2. Big opportunity here for 18-18.
Yeah, something I didn't expect that it would be coming to equal set, equal score. It's not over yet, this rack, but sure looks like it.
Yeah, still some work to do on this rack. If he leaves himself close to the left center pocket, he will have the angle on the 4 to go around. But then it's tough to get on the left side of the 5. It's easier to get on the right side. So then he will have to play a more difficult position on this 3 ball to get to the right side of the 4. Might be able to play low left and get to the left side of the 4. Well, he was trying to hold a cue ball and Well, I think this worked out. He can draw straight back to the left side of the 5. So yeah, nicely done. His speed control in general has been
Yeah.
pretty good.
From the start.
Yeah, from the beginning of the match, which is usually tough. Like you could see with
Yeah.
Soufi that eventually he found the speed, but the beginning was rough for him. Ooh.
Hit it a little thick, but the ball still dropped. At the start of this tournament, the pockets are more forgiving towards the end of the tournament.
Yeah, especially when the tables get more play, everything gets a little bit more dirty, which doesn't really help much.
A little angle, just enough to move the cue ball towards the 9.
Yeah, and then this 9 ball to go 18 each.
Yeah. Race to 3.
Yeah, it's been a great match so far. Actually, good to watch. Nice momentum swings for both players. I think Robbie winning maximum 4 or 5 in a row. Soufi 6. So yeah, good scores and great shots from both players. Oh, he did hit that a little thin.
Oh.
Thin with a lot of spin, and it was already illegal and now also scratching. Such a big moment. Yeah, still messy. That 8 ball doesn't go, I think. Only in the side pocket, the right side pocket. So, of course, it's a problem for later, but
Yeah, but you have to consider it already in the beginning of your rack to, plan your route and see maybe to open up the 8 and the 9.
yeah, I think his main problem would be still getting from the 4 to the 5, because the 6, 7 are pretty close to the 8, 9, so he could always work something out at the end. That's not going to happen if you don't get on the 5, so yeah.
He's a bit straight on this 3, I feel. Yeah.
Just to make sure he doesn't put too much draw. He could draw this. Oh, he did overcut the ball a little bit.
Yep.
Then it hits the rail, and instead of accelerating with the backspin, it just bounces out of the rail and no action. So he has opened up the 8 ball, put it in not an easy position, but no shot after. Oh, it's a pretty good shot. At least leaving distance, leaving the cue ball on the rail.
Yep.
Was not really much more to get, actually. Not really a snooker, but cannot really complain from here. Is in a good position, Mohammad Soufi.
he looking at the pot?
Yeah, you could shoot it two-way. Bring the cue ball all the way back to the bottom short rail. Oh, he hit that sweet. Little fortunate bump.
Come.
Yeah, I think he got it. Oh, it's a good shot.
And deserved.
Yeah, deserved bump on the 6. Had he missed the 5 ball, there was a big chance of not leaving much. So it was a good two-way shot. But still some work to do. Has to play the short side of the 8 ball. Yeah, there.
Looking at the angle he has on the 7, I think he can. Oh,
It looks quite straight.
I thought he would just draw it towards the long rail.
Yeah, I don't really see much future in going forward unless there is more room in between the side pocket and the 8. Then he could do that. Otherwise, he will have to cheat the side pocket just a little bit to draw it over. Yeah, like that. Good shot and perfect angle on the 8. So if he can stun the cue ball, make the 8, then he takes the lead again, 19-18. Oh, he hit that so thick.
Oh, the dreaded corner or the corner of the middle pocket. Can he make it?
Yeah, I think he can, and if he cannot, then it's just a really small messé. So yeah. Well, still
A little bit too far.
50-yard line. Oh, he barely aimed on that too. It was just dropped down and.
But look what he left.
Yeah, of course, made sure to miss it on the pro side. That's what people like to call it. But in my eyes, if he had put a little bit more focus on that, just a couple seconds more, then you take the 19-18 lead and you break your opponent. Yeah, I'm banking this for sure. If you play at a good speed and you hit the long rail, it still slides in, and you already had lost the game in my eyes. So it's definitely a shot I would go for. Well, and there it goes. Steals the game. Yeah, big mistake. Yeah, from both players, of course.
Yep.
Missing the 8 and then Soufi missing the 9. But yeah, both big mistake.
It's anybody's game now. 19-18 race to 21. 19-18 in favor of Robbie Capito. Okay, here we go. Let's see the break from Robbie.
Oh, this is another beauty. Does he get rewarded?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
To get on the hill. Crowd is getting involved. Again, that implementing that nice controlled draw break, a draw shot.
Yeah, and if you look at the layout as well, usually when the balls are spread like this and there's a lot of space to move the cue ball around, especially on the pro level, there's not really much risk at all. He did get a little straight on the 5 ball. We'll have to punch the cue ball into the rail.
Like this.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah, he does come with the big stroke shots though.
Yeah, he has a lot of confidence in those shots. He's not afraid to punch the ball.
Yeah, now towards the end you can see he's taking a little bit more time, checking angles, which is good because now it's just trying to get over the finish line.
He's feeling it. He's feeling that
there's some nerves.
This matches could go his way. Taking some extra time in the last shots.
Yeah, so Robbie Capito on the hill. 2018.
Yeah, was that the last opportunity for Soufi, or will he get back to the table?
Yeah, it just depends on this break.
Yeah.
Actually, if the break is okay, you have to favor him now. But on the other side, it's winner break. One bad break and maybe once or twice some luck for Soufi, then we could really get some big drama.
Let's see. Let's see. Did he save another? Maybe his best break for the last. He had a couple of good breaks in the last 2 racks. So
yeah, definitely better than in the beginning of the match. Okay, made the wing ball. Enough balls in the kitchen, but
cue ball going a little bit far. I think he has a shot.
Yeah, tough shot though.
Yeah.
Especially with where the 2 ball is.
Yep.
Have to get back up table. It looks like he doesn't have a big angle as well on the 1. Yeah, it is a shot you have to go for though. If you make it, big chance you're out.
Good shot from Robbie, but I think he just came a little bit short. He has a chance to make this 2, but then he has to go up and down.
Yeah, quite some stuff that could go wrong. Robbie has to watch his shirt as well because he will be stretching over the 5, 4, 6. Cut the 2. Have to not hit the 9, because if you hit the 9, I'm not really sure if you will be on the 3. And of course, make the shot. I mean, that's would be nice.
Small detail.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The good thing is that he's
Oh,
not really
yeah.
hampered by the 5. It looks a little bit better for him now. Extension. Cleaning the cue ball too because of the thin contact. Thinking maybe can he hold the cue ball or maybe spin the 2 ball. Use right spin and go straight to the right long rail. He's playing inside spin. Cue ball will push out a little bit more, so I think he heard me.
Yep.
Now he's like, okay, wait, let me aim again.
Hey, one moment. Didn't I just miss 4 times with inside English?
Yeah.
Maybe just a hair. There you go. Yeah, missed the 9. Also important. Still not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, looks quite straight
Yeah.
on the 3.
He can stop the cue ball there and have a shot on the 4. Not easy.
Yeah, I like to at least get closer.
Depending on the angle.
Yeah, you might have to. I think he can still cheat the pocket with top left and get a little bit closer. He's playing low. Is he drawing the cue ball out? Or is he going 2 rails towards a 4? The biggest problem with this is that I don't like having the angle to run towards the 6. If he hits the bottom, he might push the 6 next to the 5, and that could cause some trouble, some problems. But if he can draw the cue ball.
What I did like is that he went for it. You know, not like stop shot, but he was like, okay.
Yeah, he felt like he wanted to be at least close to the 4.
Yeah.
If he can play this with full draw, he can.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I was going to
like
say
it.
maybe draw off the 6 for the 5 in the side, a little bit more force, but it's okay.
I like this.
If he makes one good shot, it's winner, chicken dinner.
Could be at this late night hour.
Maybe not dinner, but
Just chicken wings would be
I
nice.
can use a snack.
Ooh.
Yeah, there is some nerves.
Was somebody moving?
Yeah, I think someone was talking a little bit too loud and Robbie got distracted. Or he's just saying hi to his friends.
Good timing.
Yeah, definitely annoyed by someone in the crowd.
Excuse me. Come on, please.
Yeah, every time at the moment Robbie's trying to go down, the guys start talking.
Ah.
Like every single time.
Wow.
Yeah, that
I'm,
was
I'm
the
glad
shot.
to see that he didn't got distracted
Yeah,
too much.
if he had missed that, then
Wow.
yeah. Now he will leave the cue ball along the long rail, and it's done and dusted. I would say, from here. A little more straight on the 8 than I would have liked to see.
Me too.
He's okay though, as long as he can still stroke the ball. He's quite tall, so he can reach it. If he plays with a lot of left spin, the cue ball will open up more on the second rail. Ooh.
That's good. Enough.
Well,
Not
is
on
it
the
gonna
rail?
end up on the rail? No, it should be okay. So it is 9 ball. Pretty hard fought match. The nerves. Yeah, and he takes it. Takes the win. Robbie Capito, 21-18.
Yeah.
Huge, big match actually.
Yeah.
Both players, big advantages. Yeah, this 9 ball, Soufi of course shooting. Missed it on 18-18 and
Okay, thank you all for watching. And be sure to check in tomorrow. From tomorrow we will play the group matches, and we start tomorrow with the World Championship 8-ball qualifier. Thank you for joining in the commentary, Tim.
yeah.
And
you're
good
welcome.
luck tomorrow in the tournament.
Yeah, hopefully a good tournament.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you guys.
See you tomorrow.